Hello, this is your tutorial on how to use Google and Google Classroom and Google Meet and Google Email and anything else Google. I am by far an expert, but I've learned a lot in the last couple days and I'm going to teach it to you. So we're going to start right at the very beginning. This is what your screen will look like when you open Google, okay? And at the top, let me see, I'll get my little spotlight out. There's this cool little, I think this is it, spotlight, focus mouse. This here, right here is where we want to go. So this is your sign in, okay? So all of this up here is what you're going to use. I'm going to sign in first and then we'll go from that. I'm going to probably talk too much. I'm going to try not to, but like I said, I'm not an expert. So this is kind of for yourself right here. I'm already signed in. You will sign in your child's email. Okay. So if I click on Allison Snow, you'll just click on what comes up, which would be like your email. So my email is right here. So you're going to type in your child and then at rdcrs.ca. They all have that sent to them in their email. And then you're going to put their password in right here. So I am going to just do my password here quick because that saved one isn't, you can save it. That one, for whatever reason, hasn't saved for me. So then you hit next. So now this is going to come right up onto your Google. Okay. It's going to ask you to do that and ignore that. Okay. So from here, you can go right to your Gmail, your child's mail. And so if I open this up, you will see all the messages that I've sent, especially the Google Classroom. Okay, so there's just your messages, everything you need. Okay, but what I want you to focus on here, I'm just going to go back to that last screen, is this here Google. These are your Google apps. Okay, so if I click on this, it shows you. Let me move my screen over here for a second. Okay, this here shows you everything. So you can go to your Gmail, you can go to your Google Drive, you can go to Google Docs, and you can scroll down. I'm not going to focus on those today. I want to focus on Classroom and Meet. Now, some of you, if those aren't up yet, it lets you go down here and you can pick more, okay? So if Google Meet or Google Classroom isn't on yours yet, that's where you would click. So let's go into Google Classroom first. So this is where I'm going to be sharing videos and the team will be sharing videos, okay? So on here is myself and all of the staff, okay? So I'm going to click on Senior Foundations. That's mine, okay? There's your beautiful children. Aren't they cute? It's hard to get that picture and it's kind of dark, but they are sweet, that's for sure. And so far in here, if you haven't, I can see here who's been in. So far, not to call you out, but I only have Rain in here and Beagle and Schultzy. So far, you guys still have to go in and do this. So Beagle, let's just go here. So as you can see, she said, happy first day of spring. Mrs. Schultz sent a heart. It's just like messaging, right? But I can give you guys messages here. So for now, I'm just going to give you videos. So here you can go on Friday. I sent you a Fun Day Friday video. You click on it. And there's my video, and you can watch that video. Okay, we're not going to watch it now. It's ridiculous, believe me. But I'm glad some of you enjoyed it. One of the parents videoed their child while watching it to show me his responses to my ridiculous jokes and my overreaction of how I work. And that was awesome. So if ever you get the chance to do that with your kid, that'd be great, because I loved seeing his reaction to my funniness. That's what we'll call it. Anyway, this is where you're going to be checking in daily is Google Classroom. Okay, this is where if Beagle does a video, a 5-minute yoga moves, or Schultzy is talking about doing some sign language, so maybe she'll do like a 5-minute sign language teaching, like lesson. That's the word, lesson. Maybe I'll do like a cooking class, or maybe B will read a book, or Mr. Smith can do some sweet dance moves, like different stuff like that. So this is where you're going to find all those things. Okay, so let me just get off of that spot. Well, here we'll spotlight again. We're going to go back over here. So you're going to go back to the Google Apps. And this is a big one, okay? We're going to talk about Google Meet. So here is Google Meet. This is what we're going to use to see and talk to each other, okay? So basically what this is it's a video conferencing app, okay? I can teach from it as well, where your kids were I can teach to it kind of like I'm teaching to you right now. Or I can this is where, let's say if I say to all of us staff, we all take, let's say I get Cleachy at 10:30 and Schulte takes Ethan and Bucky takes Connor and so on. So we can meet on here and have a one-to-one conversation. I can meet on here and have all 9 of the kids on here. I can meet on here and I could talk to all the parents. I could talk to 2 parents. I could talk to 1 parent. It's however you want to do it, but it's that video conferencing, and we're going to be using this a lot so that we can connect, because I think the one thing that your kids are going to miss out on is that face-to-face. And so I'm going to really try hard to pair your kids up as a group, but also pair up as small groups or pair up with those individual staff members, because we're going to be missing them, but you guys, they're going to be missing us too. And I think it's important, even if it's Mr. Smith reading Cleachy and Rain and Mason a book, right? Like it can be as simple as that. And then there's 4 of them on there. So that's that small group activity that Mr. Smith can be doing. Meanwhile, maybe Beagle is doing a one-on-one with Connor. Schultze's doing a one-on-one with Ethan. I've got John, Emily, and Jackson, and I'm doing something with them. And Bucky's maybe in there with me too. Like we have so much ability to do all these things. It is honestly up to you guys to make sure that you want to do it, right? And that you get your kids in on those times that we set. Basically what will happen is I am going to, or whoever the staff member is, I'm going to invite you to a meeting. So here's your lesson on Google Meet. There was your pre-talk. I do like to pre-talk. I'm just saying pre-teach. So you would go here to, let me get my little thing out again. You would go here to join or start a meeting, okay? So if I want to start one right now, I can click on this. I can enter the code name, or to start your own meeting, I can just leave it blank, okay? So I'm just going to get out of that again. So I'm going to hit continue for me. Now, this is the next screen that comes up. Okay, so you're going to see me. So hi, here I am in another version. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit right here, join and use a phone for audio. Okay, now if I hit join now, this is where I'm going to talk through it. Right here is where I can add people. Okay, or I could copy joining info. So what I would do is I'm going to copy this, and then this is for me. I'm going to go up. I'm going to open up another tab here. I'm going to open up my Gmail. And for me, I'm going to send an email to all of you. So I would do this a few minutes before, because it's going to take me a couple minutes. But right here, my internet's really slow. I think everyone's internet is going to be slow just because, but I can copy that link into here, and then I can send it. I'm going to send it to myself just because I can send it to myself, and then, but what I would do is I'd send it to all of you. Okay. And I'm going to be sending it probably to the parents' emails. Only if you have a Gmail account though will it work, and to the kids, so that it will definitely work on the kids. So then you guys are going to go in, say at 10:30, because that's when we're talking, or 9 o'clock, whatever it is. You're going to click on your child's email, and right here let me get this out of the way again. It says to join the video meeting, click this link. Okay, I can't do it right now because I'm talking to myself. I would click this, and then right away in this meet, I would see it would all come up that you guys had joined me. I will do a sample of that going further. Once we're back to school, I'll get all the staff to chime in on this, and we'll show you how that works. But basically, you just join, and right here will pop up. Right now it says there's one of us. But what will happen is you will all be there. I'll see all your faces. I think we can have up to, I know for sure we can have up to 10. I'm looking into if we can have more. If we can have up to 10, that works perfectly for me and the students. But then I can't add the staff in. So I need to figure out if I can add more than 10. But you guys can click up here and you guys can say, hey, or you can send me messages, right? Hey, Snow, you can ask questions, anything like that. Okay? That is the gist of it so far. You have to have a Google account. That's why this will work, because all of your kids have a Google account, and I've sent all of those to you. So I'm going to end that here. Remember, let's just go back to, what screen do I want to go back to? Here. Remember to come on this. This is Google Classroom. Here's your apps. Ooh, that was cool. Here's your apps. So you can play around and get used to it. But for now, the main one I want you to get used to is Google Classroom and Google Meet. That first week or two, we are just going to play around and practice. Okay? So it's, you guys can communicate with me. I'm going to have office hours and they're going to be school hours. So say 8:30 to 3:30 daily. You guys can be emailing me and say, hey, now's a good time. Can we meet? Can we practice this Google Meet here quick? Because we need to figure this out. I'll schedule those times. I do have a schedule that I'm going to send out to you here this week. I'm going to tweak it a little bit more still. That will tell you when is your times that you can call me, when we can have personal phone calls or personal meets. Like, I'm here for the parents too. You guys have a lot of learning to do, as much as we do, and we're just going to do it together. So I'll keep trying to do little videos like this. Hopefully it's helpful. And hopefully this worked, because this was my first reel. This is another website that helps you teach what's happening on your screen, called Screencastify. And so this is my first one I've done. So hopefully it works. And take care, everybody, and we'll talk soon.